The survivors have now been on the island for a month. We begin this episode with a mobisode. This one is called Buried Secrets, and we know it happens right before the events of this episode based on the clothes worn by the characters that match up those worn as told by the timeline. Sun is gonna bury her California driver's license. Michael comes by looking for Vincent. Sun and Michael almost share a kiss, but Vincent appears barking before anything can happen, prompting Sun to leave. She goes to the beach to bath. Jin yells at his wife for wearing a bikini on the beach. When Michael tries to break it up, he receives a slap from Sun. They get to the caves. Jin later asks Sun if there's something between her and Michael. She goes back to the beach, while Jin goes to the valley to hit some rocks with the golf clubs. This is of course the same location as we've seen before, Kaawa Valley at Kualoa Ranch.
You should try sea urchin. They got more ping.
Hurley wants to offer a small fishing trip. Jin denies. Michael is working on the raft. Sun apologizes to him. Later that evening, Locke sees that Walt is setting the raft on fire. Then Jin runs to it, trying to put out the fire, and burns his hands. He runs away to the caves to find some medical equipment to treat his burns. Now, every survivor is at the beach trying to put out the fire, even Michael. He yells at Sun and accuses Jin.
Where is he?
He doesn't understand
Hey!
you, man.
Where is he?
Back off.
No, her husband did this and she knows. You trying to protect him now? Is that it?
She was with me.
Walt!
After the raft has burned down, Saeed goes to Boone and talk about Shannon. Boone warns him about her. Sun runs to the caves and sees her husband with his hands burned.
여보. 뭐 하는 거예요?
Jin goes to the valley for some reason, again, and he takes a nap near a tree. I guess he really loves to golf. He washes his hands at a nearby stream. We know that there is a stream of water near the valley because we'll see Jack hit a golf ball near a small stream in the next season.
We have more balls. You can always just take a drop.
I'm good.
And later, we'll see Miles acquire some water there when Charlotte has passed out after the nosebleeds. Jin is attacked by Sawyer for allegedly burning the raft. Saeed suggests Shannon to stop seeking his help, and she realizes this request came from Boone. Looking for him, she finds John Locke, who tells her to leave Boone out of it. This jungle area where Locke is sitting might be the same where he'll set up a workstation in the next episode.
You're pretty scared, huh? Scared, you understand scared, don't you? Huh?
After Jin is brought before the survivors on the beach and beaten by Michael, Sun defends him in English.
Leave him alone!
Locke blames the others for burning the raft and goes back to the caves. Michael and Walt go back to the wreckage. Michael's gonna build another raft. But we have another situation coming up. Remember, in the previous episode I mentioned that someone might have seen Kate and Jack flirting outside the caves while packing together the guns in the Halliburton case in the open.
So is anyone curious where they came from?
In this episode, Kate is still at the beach after the fight and is confronted by Arst and Shannon about the case with the guns. This scene is not from this episode, but from season 3's expose.
What's going on? Kate and her two boyfriends found a case of guns that fell out of the plane, but they decided they didn't really need to tell the
Look,
camp.
the case is locked.
Nikki and Paolo overhears this conversation. Kate tells them about the waterfall. Nikki and Paolo trek to this location. Back at the caves, Jin packs his stuff. He leaves Sun and moves to the beach camp. Nikki and Paolo arrive at the waterfall. Paolo jumps in and finds the bag with the diamonds, but he lies and tells her that he didn't see it. She leaves and he goes underwater again, presumably taking out the bag and hiding it somewhere here, since I doubt that he would risk bringing it back to camp since he would go on the same path as Nikki anyway. That night, Shannon tells Saeed she's ready to start a new life. Back at the caves, Locke tells Walt he knows he started the fire. to which Walt explains that he likes the island, and Locke agrees with the feeling. The next morning, Jin helps start building a new raft. Sun feels freedom as she wears a bikini at the beach and Hurley's CD player batteries die mid-song. That's it for today. We have a big trek in the next episode called Numbers, and please subscribe for more island exploration.